and he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. That's caught. It's Breece Hall.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 24 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Play made by Deron Payne. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. They go right back to Hall. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. He's in for the New York touchdown. The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 now. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Go. Hey, Kaplan.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Taking a deep shot here. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. That's complete to Wilson. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the gun, it's Hall. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 23. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
So before they get the snap away, back now for the 2nd quarter, and the Jets, they've got to look towards that end zone. They'll run here, it's Hall. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give them just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. Badgley able to knock it through. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Herbert from the gun. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's contained at the line for no gain. Will McDonald there on the tackle. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Able to get it to Barkley. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
The Packers take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
5-9.
Play action now for Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. And the Jets take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself 3rd and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense, well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Man in motion here.
Trap 60, trap 60. Track 60. Check go.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Packers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Throwing now, Herbert. That's taken in by Cup. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 4. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. Now Herbert to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
He's on the move. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. Barkley has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Trying again from the 2. It's second and goal. Here's Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. Point after try is good by lots. And the Packers cut it to a field goal game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
70 range, 70 range. Hut, hut.
He's back to throw. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. Packers pick it up. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here comes the final play of our first half.
59, 59. Baylor Tigers! Baylor Tigers! Why did it
A final throw before the break. Escapes the pocket. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
21. Ready?
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Kupp. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
On second down, here's Barkley. He breaks the tackle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Herbert now, blitz coming. Cup on the catch. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Touchdown, Green Bay! Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers take a 4-point lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
79 Broncos. Let's go now. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Hall running between the tackles. And a little space is all he needed to reach that 35-yard line. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. First throw for the backup now. Buys time, rolling right. Then he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They give to Barkley, left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Herbert on 1st down. Short pass brought in. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Go, go.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Herbert now. And he makes the catch. Did he get both feet in? No. Oh, so close to 6. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Go, orange. 5-9.
Herbert with a blitz coming. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Let's go. Hey, Cap. Baylor Tiger. Whoa. Baylor Tiger.
The Packers take their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Home troops right.
Herbert back to throw. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. And the Jets get it back on his 6th interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, and it sets up 2nd down.
Mustang 19. Ready? Riggs. 60 Mavericks. Ready.
Travis looking to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
7 Pirates. Go! Buffalo 18.
Travis. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds past midfield. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. That was Kenny Clark on the tackle. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and... Here's Hall once more. He's out in the clear. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down.
19 tight. Come on.
From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. Doesn't make the connection. This one intended for the running back. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Here's Hall on the give. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Devontae Adams, the intended target. And that makes it second and goal.
18, let's go now.
Travis to throw. The throw is caught. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. So now, here's third and goal.
Cougar 19. Go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Yeah, this is cut. Touchdown, New York! The Jets take a fourth-quarter lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets push their lead to 3. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Cut at the 20-yard line. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing now, Herbert. Barkley's got it. It's a Green Bay touchdown. Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers take a 4-point lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. Here's Travis. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
This is Hall. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Looking to throw. Able to hit Hall, complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Whether they meant to go to him or it was an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a first down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. First down, ball at the 36. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They motion the tight end over. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Hey, go Lion.
Running left, this is Barkley. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring up. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Herbert from the gun. This one's caught. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers drive their lead to 11.
Jets, 17.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready? Track at 60. Ready?
Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets at a 2-score deficit. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And he goes out of bounds just short of the 35.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
79 Bronco.
To throw. Finds his target, Hall. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's good for the Jets. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 48. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Come 19. Come 19. Come on. Set. Set, go.
Throwing now. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Launches one deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers have likely locked up the win right there. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers push their lead to 18. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Mustang 19. Set. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 7 Pirate. 7 Pirate. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Motioning the tight end now. Second and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Got it. Ready?
They need a lot here, but still going for it on 4th and 15.
Let's go.
Back to throw, Travis. Wilson's got it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense back.
And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Packers